Big Cars, powering British Challenge mixed martial arts throughout 2016. www.bigcars.co.uk.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest was made at £155 and will be fought under unified amateur MMA rules. Introducing firstly, fighting out the blue corner, representing Gym 01, Cameron Hardy. Representing the Den Fight Center, Ben Higginson.
And we're back at BC MMA 16. 155-pound lightweight action this time. Ben Higginson from the Den Fight Center in the black and red. He's taking on Cameron Hardy from Gym 01 in the blue, red and white.
Both these athletes making their debut in the cage tonight. And again, neither of them showing anything in the way of kind of nerves.
Absolutely not. You know, both these guys from respected gyms. That's the Den Fight Center. Local here to Essex, and Gym 01, a very well-known gym on the south coast of the UK, down in Portsmouth. Errant low blow there, just caught the cup of Ben Higginson with the toes at the end of that low kick.
Quick to acknowledge it and quick to give his opponents some time.
Not intentional, and you know these guys are all wearing boxes, so hopefully minimal damage. Still uncomfortable nonetheless for Ben Higginson, but that's the game when we're back underway.
Both incorporating a lot of movement, a lot of feints to start.
Immaculate hairdos from both guys as well.
Wonderful. That was a beautiful right down the middle.
I've got to respect any guy who comes down for a cage fight with an immaculately coiffed fringe, and both these guys really rocking the dues here. No wax or product as well. It's a lot of respect for that. Ben Higginson putting on the pressure here, up against the cage.
Yeah, he looked to sting Hardy with that right and then pressure him up against the cage, but Hardy fighting very well against the takedown.
Yeah, Hardy's defending well. Just keeping his back pressed against the cage. Not really letting Higginson do much with the position.
Higginson's got a body lock there now.
Referee taking a very close look though. Good to think if Higginson can't get the takedown here, he may have been about to be separated, but good work there from Cameron Hardy to stay on his feet,
Fantastic Steve. Balance there. I mean, he was being ragged all around, but just refused to hit the floor. You hear the expression, embrace the grind, and that's what these guys are doing at the moment.
Absolutely, but a nice takedown there from Cameron Hardy. He's not going to have a lot of time to play with this, but it's going to be interesting to see what he can do in the final few seconds of this round.
Working the body there, trying to slip that leg out, make it into side control. Staying busy on top.
You know, Coach Brian Adams in the corner there, just picking out the shots for him, and he's done a great job of listening, reacting, and responding to those instructions.
Staying nice and heavy on top too. Looking the posture, but
nice little turnabout there towards the end of the round. Good work from Ben Higginson to just creep out and get back to his feet. You probably think Higginson's going to take that round purely on control, Steve. We did see Hardy get that takedown towards the end, but wasn't really able to do a massive amount with it. And you probably think maybe a good 2 minutes of a little bit more of control. So Ben Higginson's going to take that round for him.
What I love is when you look at the corner, you see two very different stories. Hardy, breathing heavy, nodding, chatting with his opponent, but with his coach. However, Higginson looking a little more tired. And is that going to tell in the second round?
Well, you can't always tell the full story, but I think you're probably on the money there, Steve. He's just looking a little bit more forlorn. Cameron Hardy in the hand looking very, very focused, very fired up. Definitely had that glint in his eyes in the corner. And you have to give a little credit for that to Brian Adams in the corner. When you talk about a guy who's a very, very vocal, very active coach with a big presence, Brian's always up there in that conversation. And yeah, we've seen him talk. Oh my goodness!
No, but he survived it. Oh my God! Sorry, Brad. Oh, he's teeing off now. I think he knows he's got him hurt.
Oh, huge punches to the body.
He ate one in return and just said, "Bring it!" Oh my God!
Big takedown there from Cameron Hardy. So much going on there, Steve. And there's us having a talk about coaching and cornering. Cameron Hardy with an absolutely huge head kick to start that one off. Went absolutely ballistic with the combinations to the body and head. He's really throwing down now. Referee Daniel Mohavetti taking a close look at this one, Steve. Great work with the hips, though, from Ben Higginson.
Bought himself another few seconds for sure.
It looks like Higginson's bleeding as well. Wouldn't surprise me at all if he's got a bust nose or lip from one of those punches.
He did very well to listen to the referee. The referee was warning him, show me something, don't just stay there. And look at this guy, refused to give up.
Yeah, Higginson's bleeding from the nose there quite heavily. He's got the single leg here, buying himself a little bit of time. The referee Daniel Mohavetti just calling for a little bit of action there.
Hardy relaxing a little bit in this position as well, not working too hard, not wasting energy.
And there's the break from referee Dan Mohavetti. A bit of the red stuff flying here at Charters Hall.
Yeah.
Jumps in with a clipping left hook, but he's got to be careful throwing those shots, Steve. We've already seen Ben Higginson counter him once. Oh, beautiful takedown. Lateral drop takedown there from Cameron Hardy. Back in control.
I'm not a fighter. I think I'd have liked to have seen him keep it standing there. He was hurting his opponent, Higginson, with every shot he was landing. This gives Higginson a little time to maybe compose himself, trying to work up a sneaky high guard there.
Yeah, perhaps looking for a bit of rubber guard on this one, but Cameron Hardy's ground and pound looked on point as well. Did a very, very good job a few moments ago with shots from the mount, from side control. Real hard puncher.
Some short shots again, but from the bottom position, not going to have a lot of sting on him.
No, but it's a distraction. It's keeping his man guessing. It's the irritation. All you need is an inch. And if you can buy that with a couple of those short punches, it might just be what he needs to get those hips out, get some space. And another break from referee Dan Mohavetti, keeping the action flowing here at BC MMA.
Big deep breath there. Oh!
And again with the head kicks. Nice knees to the body, powerful punches from Cameron Hardy. Oh, beautiful low kick that time. Faked high, went low.
Hardy's already walked onto one of those right hands in the first and it dropped, and he's got to be careful not to do it again in the third.
Very, very interesting scenario, Steve. I think many people would have predicted that Ben Higginson would see the end of that second round. The question now is how much did Cameron Hardy burn out of the gas tank? What's he got left for this third round? That's not to say he doesn't look like he's got something left. The guy looks to be in incredible shape, but he really put in a shift in that second frame. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can keep that work rate up.
And Higginson's got to go back to that drawing board, go back to the well, bite down on his gum shield, come out, and he's got the right idea. I just think fatigue in that round and the punishments he had taken made it hard for him to implement his game plan. But that right hand he's throwing, Cameron has got to watch out for that right.
Well, it's going to be interesting now to see how Cameron plays this one. Does he come out Looks to be cautious now, look to conserve his energy, just get the takedown, stay on top. Or does he come out hell for leather and look to finish this fight? He was so close in the second.
No touch of gloves to start the third after the knee attempt in the second round.
Not all business to start this final frame. Nice feints there, and again goes up high. I think he's possibly answered the question early there. Cameron Hardy looking for a finish in this one. Oh, but a nice straight right down the pipe from Ben Higginson. And another. Both men unloading here, and all of a sudden, Steve, it's a fair fight. Anyone's game.
Absolutely. Higginson is not gonna lie down. He's gonna have to be put down or sub to stop this one. The kid's heart's incredible.
Let's see if he can use that reach advantage a little bit here. Just stay on the outside. Look for that nice straight right down the middle. Oh, huge overhand right there from Cameron Hardy. Drags his man to the mat. This looks like it's all over.
One huge TKO finish at the end. Sorry, Brad. Fantastic finish.
And an elate to Cameron Hardy jumps on the cage. I think, Steve, at that point, Ben Higginson had taken just about all he could take. There's that huge clubbing overhand right, Chuck Liddell style. Turned the knuckles like Igor Vovchanchik, caught him flush, and that was all she wrote.
After 1 minute 4 seconds of our third round, your winner due to overwhelming strikes on the ground, Cameron Hardy.
Big Cars, powering British Challenge Mixed Martial Arts throughout 2016. www.bigcars.co.uk. Autoprint, official print partner of British Challenge Mixed Martial Arts. www.autoprint.co.uk. GB Visual, supplier to British Challenge Mixed Martial Arts. www.gbvisual.co.uk.